Putin has obviously your friend and mine.
Yes, indeed.
He has intervened in our election in the past.
Right.
It's not something, as you experienced firsthand, it's not something we talk about a lot. Do you fear that that is something that could be happening for 2024? And do you think we should be talking about it more?
Well, I think we should be talking about it more because I don't think, despite all of the deniers, there's any doubt that he interfered in our election or that he has interfered in many ways in the internal affairs of other countries, funding political parties, funding, political candidates, buying off, government officials in different places. So that is his opus, his opus operandi in the sense that he hates democracy. He particularly hates the West, and he especially hates us. Part of the reason he worked so hard against me is because he didn't think that he wanted me in the White House.
So we're going to do this again. I mean, there's no one that's disagreeing that Putin, as well as other foreign actors, want to interfere in our election. I guess my question for the secretary would be, why did you aid in Russian disinformation? Why did you propose the Steele dossier that was funded and all the propaganda out there? I mean, is there anyone that's aiding Putin in the disinformation campaign? It was the Democrats in the prior election.
Exactly right.
Well, after she lost, there were a couple of reporters down in Washington who followed her and were right there. They wrote a book called Shattered. They were on this show, and they talked a little bit about how Hillary Clinton's blame game on blaming Russia was actually hatched 24 hours after she conceded by a couple of her top aides. And so the reason she lost was because of Russia. So for her to say they're going to do it again, essentially she's saying, you know what? If Joe Biden loses, it's because of Russia. Then again, she's just given Donald Trump cover as well. Donald Trump loses, it's because of Russia, because Putin is going to be at it. As we just
I don't trust anything that comes out of her mouth. Do y'all? I mean, there's the dirty dossier. She was responsible for that with the DNC. She smashed her phones. She bleached her computer. Everything that she was about, she wanted to wipe away. She didn't want anyone to find out about it. So this is Hillary Clinton we're talking about.
Right. John Podesta, Mark Elias,
yes.
They launched this. She led it. And her campaign got fined because of it. But one thing about Donald Trump, if he loses, the only person he would not blame for sure would be Vladimir Putin.
That's right.
Because he thinks Putin likes him. But whatever they did, with their Facebook ads, whatever they bought, they almost had no impact on the election. And they got overcharged for what they did. After a while, in the beginning, they're like, wow, we had an impact. And then they thought, we are getting blamed for everything for 4 years. The first time they admitted that Donald Trump won the election is after 2020 when he lost the election.
Well, she needed a big excuse because she was way ahead in the polls. And rather than say, hey, I should have campaigned in those 3 states I didn't really go to, instead.
Or come on Fox
Putin.
and Friends. On Fox and Friends.
Don't y'all feel like she's waiting to strike? She's waiting for this moment to say, I'm the only candidate that can win.
If Michelle Obama doesn't want to take it after Joe Biden says, I can't do it.
No way.
Hillary Clinton could be the white knight.
No way.
Steps in
Every time she starts doing these interviews, there's something to it.
You never know. She could have a plan.
Oh, my gosh. Remember, she had a plan for the fireworks and she had to cancel them the night before?
Oh, the glass ceiling,
Yeah, well, she lost. That's why you know what? They didn't have fireworks. Blame Putin. Just saying.
There is no way that she will jump in again. Do y'all really believe that?
Well, I will
Never
say
say
this.
never.
If you see more polls like this Washington Post ABC poll that are so underwater for the president,
it's frightening.
And age is something you can't fix. Ask LL Cool J. He has to get a new name now.
LL Cool.
Right. And ask the Congressional Black Caucus.
LLJ
the Hispanic caucus. Right.
Crazy.
I think the president of Brazil is still waiting for a handshake.
Yeah.
On that stage, he just shook the wrong person's hand and left the wrong way. So you ask these people, what's going to be fixed?